Well.
Hi.
What do you know about oil spills?
Well, the two that I'm most familiar with is the Exxon Valdez oil spill that occurred, I think, about 15 to 20 years ago off the coast of Alaska, which caused great harm to both the environment and the fishing industry. Mm-hmm. And then obviously the most recent one that has gained a lot of publicity is the one in the Gulf of Mexico, where BP sprouted a bunch of oil into the Gulf of Mexico. The part that I remember very vividly is a CNN report that after it occurred, they showed a lake, it looked like a lake, of all dead fish. Mm-hmm. And it was actually one of the things that I just felt very bad about.
Mm-hmm. It's a very good question. It's a complicated question and one that's a little bit hard to answer, but I'll try. I think really two parties in particular are to blame for oil spills. First and foremost, I think it's the governments in which territory the oil spills occur, because it's the government's job to regulate and control the types of activities that happen within the countries that they're in charge of governing. The other party is obviously the company responsible for operations. A government can only do so much. Government can give rights and permissions for companies to operate in certain areas, but to a certain degree, it's the company's job then to be responsible in its activities, so that the arrangement that's made between the government and the company is in fact a good one. So I think both are to blame equally, and I think in some small way we the people are also to blame, because we need to say something to our governments.
Well, I suppose both are harmed, but the harm is different. The oil companies are harmed, their reputation, so maybe they don't make as much money. So of course that's a harm to them. But of course the place where you have the oil spill, it's a harm to the environment or the people who live in the area. Or it could even harm people far from the area, like if it kills fish, the fishermen, they lose their income because they can't have fish to harvest to make money, and then people who buy the fish from those people to eat for food, they're harmed. So the effects can be a long way from the oil spill. So I suppose many people are affected. Mm-hmm.
Slow down, come DIW, and we're going to put the arm out.
The yoke is fitted with special equipment to remove crude oil from the surface of the sea.
Fast heaving! Never done this before. We've just done annual training for it, so there's going to be a few growing pains, hopefully nothing too major, but it'll be nice to actually see this equipment put into use and actually recover oil.
They have a pump which sits on the water and skims the oil and other waste into a huge sausage-like bladder, which the Oak tows alongside.
The skimmer itself is pretty simple. It's called a weir skimmer. Only the very top surface of the water, where the oil is allowed to spill over inside. And at the bottom of that dish is a little container that grabs the oil. It gets pumped out through a tube, across the ship's deck, and into the bladder, which will hold all that oil.
This is the first time they've had to use it, and the pressure is on as the spill continues to dominate the national and international headlines.